Great. So my name is Alexandra, and thank you so much for being a part of this blog and listening to what I'm saying. Bear with me because I'm very new in this area. So what I wanted to talk to you today was to be able to discuss how public relations is drastically changing due to broadband connectivity and what is meant by the statement PR 2.0. It puts the public back in public relations. So what I wanted to say was that because traditional media is about broadcast content transmitted or distributed to an audience, social media is better seen as a two-way conversation. So this opens up the ability for corporations to be able to discuss or hear from their consumers, their customers, the public. Do they like the product? Do they not like the product? And how can they change? So Brian Solis, who's a globally recognized most prominent thought leader and one of the most prominent authors in new media, and has influenced the effects of emerging media on the convergence of marketing, communications, and publishing, states that how long should it take for consumers to actually realize that this is the way to go? And he believes that it's happening right now, and that corporations have to be able to adapt to this, and public relations representatives, practitioners, they have to learn that social media such as Twitter, blogging, etc., that's the way to go. And it's basically PR 2.0 is the understanding and practice that communications is a two-way process and incorporates the tools, the principles, the strategies, and philosophies for reaching, engaging, guiding, influence, and helping people directly in addition to the traditional cycle of public relations influence. It's migrating from a broadcast mechanism to a hybrid assembly of traditional public relations. So this combined with web savvy, social awareness, intelligence, and a real understanding of markets. So Web 2.0 applications, this is like wikis, blogs, and forums. They have made it possible to support business, internal collaboration, and knowledge management. So this complements Public Relations 2.0. Instead of losing or hiding company knowledge inside employees' heads, Web 2.0 functionality in the form of wikis and blogs, they can provide an easy-to-use outlet for experience and expertise. This new way of working and sharing knowledge mirrors the Facebook approach to communicating. So also Brian Lees believes that Ivy Lee and Edward Bernays are credited with creating and defining the art and science of modern-day public relations in the early 1900s. And Ivy Lee believed that public relations was a two-way street where communication professionals are responsible for helping companies listen as well as communicate their messages to people who are important to them. Now, Public Relations 2.0 was born through the analysis of how the web and multimedia was redefining public relations and marketing communications, while also building the toolkit to reinvent how companies communicate with influencers and directly with people. So this is an opportunity for corporations to talk directly with customers, directly through online forums, blogs, Twitter groups, communities, and Facebook. Now, a direct example that I worked with was a company called Bombshell. And what they have done now is completely eliminate any public relation practitioners. So they're not hiring any public relation firms. They're doing it all through social media. So this has lowered their costs, and it's also allowed for them to interact directly with their consumers and for them to gain knowledge, insightful knowledge, and intelligent knowledge about their product and about their lipsticks, eyeshadows, what they want, what they don't want. So this is this ability to directly relate and to directly interact with your consumers. So basically, Public Relations 2.0 has forced traditional media to evolve. It created an entirely new set of influencers with a completely different mechanism for collecting and sharing information, but while also reforming the daily routines of how people search for the news. So Public Relations 2.0 is a philosophy and practice to improve the quality of work, change the game, and participate with people in a more informed and intelligent way. It's not about the new web tools at all. They are merely tools to facilitate conversations, but everything, especially intent, knowledge, and enthusiasm, are unique to you. So you are basically, you have your own personal brand, you have your own insight, you have to be honest. And you have to appreciate that other people are not going to agree with you either. There's going to be dislikes and likes, but that's what social media is all about. Now, with the democratization of media, people are becoming the new influencers, complementing the existence of experts and traditional journalists, but still regarded as a source and resource for customers equally. So what I believe that public relations is going to be in the future is to integrate and kind of act more as the middleman between huge corporations, for example, like Avon, let's see, and how they're interacting with their consumers, and is this profitable to them? How can they do this better? So it's going to be a huge rise in social, digital media, public relation firms. That's my belief. So Deirdre states that as a result of Public Relations 2.0, brands are able to have conversations directly with their customers in niche web communities. They are invited to participate in dialogue in places where they have never been invited to participate before. Now, Brian Solis believes that the realization that the web changed everything, inserting people equally into the process of traditional influence, suddenly we were presented with the opportunity to not only reach our audiences through gatekeepers, but also use the online channels where they publish and share information to communicate directly and genuinely. So I hope that you found this useful, and please take a look at anything else that I've written, and thank you very much. So I guess just in summary, my belief is that everyone should understand all the different facets of social media and get comfortable with it and get comfortable with voicing your opinion, and basically on certain products, on anything that you like or you dislike, or you feel that your information is intelligent and it's going to be useful for a company to change how it's operating. Thank you.